Hi, I'm Anna. Today we're going to be doing a circuit covering 2 upper body strength movements and 2 lower body mobility movements. I'll give regressions and progressions for each movement, so suitable for all levels. Let's get into it. Okay, our first movement is a scapular push-up with option to slide to tuck. So we'll go over the scapular push-up first. Here we're going to come into a plank position. So making sure that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, so just rock a little bit of weight forward. We're going to depress the scapula, so shoulders away from the ears, and then protract the scapula, so pressing the ground away until we get that rounding through the shoulder blades, as hard as you can, pressing into the floor. Now, keeping a tuck through the pelvis, so we get that nice elongation through the lumbar spine. We're going to retract the scapula without losing that through the lower back. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and then press away back into protraction, and we'll hold here. Retract the scaps, press the ground away, come down. So those ones we're going to do 5 repetitions. It's a 2 to 5 second hold at the top in the protracted position. To progress this movement, we're going to add the slide to tuck. For that one, you're going to need your socks or the towel. So now, going to take the tops of the feet onto the towel, coming back into your plank position. And here we're going to do our scapular push-up. So retract the scaps. As you protract, we're sliding the knees in and holding there, leaning forward as much as you can over the wrists and slide back. So keeping that tuck through the lumbar spine, the pelvis, retract. As you protract, slide forward, keep the scapula depressed. Lovely, so if you're doing those ones, again, it's 5 reps with a 2 to 5 second hold in the tuck position. To regress this movement, if the scapular push-ups on the floor were a bit much for you at the moment, then we're just going to do them elevated onto a box. So you can do this on any elevated surface, just taking the hands up to a surface where you can complete the movement properly. So here we're in our plank position, rock the weight forward again. So shoulders are over the wrists, and we do them here. So depress the scaps away from the ears, keep that tuck through the lumbar spine, retract the scaps, and then press the box away. Do your hold, retract, protract, keeping that tuck through the pelvis the whole time. Next we have horse stance with a shoulder mobility component. So heel toe the feet out to a straddle position with the toes face forward, and then we're going to sink the hips down and stay upright with the torso, driving the knees out. We want the thighs parallel with the floor. Here you're going to take a weight suitable to your level, so you can use kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you have, and then taking the arms around the head and back to the starting position and reverse. Avoiding the temptation here to duck the head forward, so keeping nice and long through the spine. Here we're going to do 5 repetitions in each direction. On the last rep, you'll do a hold for 10 to 30 seconds. Sinking lower, drive the knees away, and staying upright. Okay, our next movement is the active hang or the archer's hang. So for this one, you're going to take a pronated grip onto the bar and coming down into a passive hang. From here, we're going to move into our active hang. So depressing the scaps, pulling up towards the bar, and then allowing yourself to relax back down into the passive hang. The lower body remains relaxed, pulling up, lower back down, arms stay straight throughout. Okay, so the other option is to do an archer's hang. For this one, same grip, pronated grip, lower down into your passive hang. This time we're going to be pulling the chest up towards the bar. So here in your passive hang, pulling up and back, drive the heels back towards the bum and lower down. Depressing the scaps, leaning back, lifting that chest up towards the bar and back down. Again, arms stay straight throughout the movement. Okay, so for either of those hangs, we're going to do 5 reps. In the top position of both of those, you'll do a 2 to 5 second hold. Okay, next we have our 4 position lift. So taking one leg in front, just lightly touching the back knee. The back leg, you're going to play around with this to alter the difficulty of the exercise. So by drawing that foot back towards the bum, you're going to make it a little easier, and then you can point the toes there. To increase the difficulty, you'll take the leg out, away from the bum. So just play around with that angle to see where you're at with that. From here, we're going to press all the way up, extending the hips at the top, and then rotate slightly with the upper body over towards the front leg. As you lower back down to the ground, think about trying to touch the butt cheek of that back leg to the floor first. It won't in most cases, but that's the feeling we want in the hip. Lightly touch the floor and all the way back up and back down. Lightly touch without sitting all the way down, extending the hips fully at the top. Touch down, extend. On the last rep, we're going to hold, so just hovering lightly off the floor, and we hold at the bottom. And up. Okay, those ones will do 15 reps each side with a 15 to 30 second hold in that hovering position at the bottom.